Wait. Tonight is our meeting. Tonight is our last meeting on speaking debate class. Yeah. How do you feel, Vinza?
I feel better than my first time.
Yes, and that.
Make argument
Okay. So, what do you or what things on your mind when you hear the motion? What's on your mind when you hear one motion? So, what do you think?
I have to think about the status quo and I have to make an argument
All right. Why do you think about the status quo first?
because status quo is the most important thing. Because when we don't have status quo, we can make argument.
Oh, yeah. So the argument um, is being made based on the problem on the status quo, right?
Yeah,
So what's next? When you think the status quo, and what do you think about the status quo?
I have to know the problem and
Hmm?
I have to give a solution and
Mhm.
I have to give my goals.
Mhm.
And after that, I'll give a limitation for my argument.
All right. Wow. So I think you have already understood how to begin or how to build the argument from the problem happened on the status quo. Nice, very good, thank you. And so for tonight, we are going to hear you. We are going to listen your argument based on the last motion. This house would support all students must speak English at school. Now, okay, at the first time, you are going to be the opening argument, yeah, as the first speaker of the opening government team. And for the second stage, you will be an opposition. So you will rebut your own argument as the opposition, as the government team. Okay. Now, so let's see the way you deliver your argument. Now, for the last meeting, we have already discussed, yeah, for the new, for the additional points on the status quo, yeah. So uh, we have to understand the problem on the status quo. At least we mention the problem on the status quo, yeah, before delivering our arguments, before giving the signposting, yeah. And after that, when we deliver our main problem, yeah, and then we can try to find out the solution, yeah. Why we need to find out the solution? Because we want to achieve one condition, which is our goal, yeah. So let's see how the way you deliver this status quo in order, like problem of the status quo first, and then make a mechanism or the solution. Remember, mechanism is like the offering ideas or the offering steps or activities or any rules or any what is it, solution, yeah, for for solving the problem on status quo. And after that, do not forget to mention why we are trying to design this mechanism, because we want to achieve the goal. So mention the goal. Yeah. So we can see from the problem on the status quo to the solution on the mechanism, it must be relevant. So the goal could be effectively achieved by our mechanism. Yeah. Okay. Before so I think we are going to hear you right away, right? All right. You ready? Okay, nice. Okay, I'll set the stopwatch. Oh my God, I haven't I haven't stopped the stopwatch. So it spent 47 hours. Yeah, you ready? Time is yours. Huh?
Okay. Okay, good afternoon,
Yeah.
ladies. Why, miss?
No. Just go on.
Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, educator. First of all, I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Quinza as a first speaker from government team. So, I would like to tell you a bit of my story at school. So, I have a friend who has difficulty speaking English, and actually not only him, but most of the people in my school can speak English. Because many of my friends can speak English, so the principal gave a rule for everyone in the school to speak English on one day. It is on Tuesday. After we implemented it for about 1 month, my friends started to be able to speak English, although not very fluently. And this is a good start to learning English. Absolutely. With this, we support the motion that all students must speak English at school. Because with this program, students can be more fluent in English. They can also learn English outside of the class English hour, and this program has a positive impact for students at school. All right, ladies and gentlemen, educator, me as a first speaker from government team would like to support our client with 2 points. My first point is students can understand lesson using English. My second point is greater opportunity to study abroad. So, ladies and gentlemen, educator, English is the language we use when we talk to people all around the world. When we are traveling abroad, we definitely using English. English is also the most widely used language in the world. According to the survey, at least 1 in 5 people you meet definitely understand and can speak English. And I would like to give a limitation for people who live in a big city in Indonesia. Nowadays, there are many students who cannot speak in English. Many students also have difficulty understanding lessons that use English. There are even many students who have to give up their intention to be able to study or go to school abroad because of their limited ability to speak English. Because of many cases like this, principal must make a regulation to speak English at school, or at least speak English at school for one day. Because there are so many people that cannot speak in English. They do not have the opportunity to study abroad, and they will have difficulty to understanding and learning lesson that uses English. We make this solution because we want to achieve our goals that make make student easier to understand lesson in English and provide opportunities to study abroad. All right, ladies and gentlemen, educator, I would like to deliver my argument about why I support the motion. My first argument is with this program, students can understand subjects that use English. If students are accustomed to using English every day at school, then when there's a subject that uses English, students can understand the lesson easily without being confused by the language. Like English lesson are required to be in every school in Indonesia. In Indonesia, if students do not understand English and do not use English every day at school, then English lesson will be in vain. My second argument is with this program, students will get a greater opportunity to study abroad. On of One of the requirements for studying abroad is an English language proficiency certificate. To get the certificate, you must take a TOEFL or IELTS test first. To get a TOEFL certificate, you must get a score of 80 to 100. And if you choose to get an IELTS certificate, then you must get a minimum score of 9.0. To achieve this, you do not only need to study 1 week or 1 month to learn English, but you need more time to learn English before you take the IELTS or TOEFL test. With the English speaking program at school, it will make easier for you if you want to take the IELTS or TOEFL test. So your tongue, ears, And hence, I used to speak English, hearing, and writing English every day. So it will be easier to you to take the test. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, educator, I would like to remind you about my points why I support the motion. So we must have experienced difficulties in understanding lesson that uses English, and some of us must had a dream of being able to study abroad, right? But because of our limit in English, we have to bury that dream, and we have to get bad grades because we don't understand lessons that use English. But with this program, we can learn English slowly, and it can be very helpful for people who want to learn English. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, educator, by closing my argument, me, as a first speaker from government team, support the motion that the House will support all students to speak English at school because it gives many positive impacts for students. And ladies and gentlemen, the House believes that with this you can win the debate. Thank you.
All right. You spent 5 minutes, 29 seconds. Okay. Do you need a time to case build as an opposition team?
Yeah,
All right. So I'll give you 10 minutes.
okay.
Okay, have you finished?
Not yet, Miss.
Not bad. Okay. Uh, we have to finish because when you on the uh, when you on the real debate, you have to think and work very quick. Okay, everything must be swift. Okay, tak, 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 gitu. Okay. First, think about the rebuttal. Yeah, think about the rebuttal and think about the definition. You can against your first definition because at the first place for the government team, you haven't defined the motion yet. Okay, so the opposition team can give the new definition. Yeah. So the limitation is, can you repeat once again your limitation?
For people who live in the big city in Indonesia.
Okay, the big cities. Okay, ready? You have to be ready. You must be ready. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, let's invite the first speaker of the opposition team, Miss Quinza. Miss Quinza, floor is yours.
All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, educator. First of all, I would like to introduce myself first. So my name is Quinza, as the first speaker from opposition team. So I would like to rebut the previous speaker about why she support the motion that the House would support all students to speak English at school. So first, judges, the previous speaker said that with this program, students can understand lessons using English. This may be true, but actually, in Indonesia, not all lessons use English. Only English lessons that use English. And in English lessons, the teacher will explain it in Indonesia first and then translate it into English they so that it can be better understood by the students. If students understood by themselves, can make the it can make them confused. And the second, the previous speaker from government team said, with this program, students can get opportunity to study abroad. Actually, not all universities support must have an English language certificate. If you want to study abroad, you can learn the language of the country. For example, if you want to study in Egypt, then you must learn and understand Arabic and not English, because before you go there, you have to take a speaking test in Arabic with an Arab person directly, and it does not use English. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that, we know that the previous speaker from government team has failed to deliver her argument about why she supports the motion. All right, ladies and gentlemen, educator. Me, as a first speaker from opponent team, disagree with the motion that the House will support all students must speak English at school. In fact, English is in the used throughout the world. But English is the second language that we must learn after our mother language. All right, ladies and gentlemen, educator, I would like to tell you a bit of my friend story. I have a friend who can't speak Indonesian at all because since he was little, his mother asked him to speak English, and that was really bad for him because he had a lot of difficulty when he was studying with us at an Indonesian school, and that was really bad. And absolutely, we disagree with the motion because if schools require their students to speak English at school, it will make it difficult for students to speak their national language, namely Indonesia. All right, to support our claim, I would like to give 2 points why I disagree with the motion. My first point is make students forget their own language. And my first point is make students don't know the culture of their country. So, ladies and gentlemen, nowadays there are many people or even many celebrity child that can't speak in Indonesia, or they don't know the culture of their own country. Like they always follow the American culture, like eat burgers or to eat cereal in the morning, or even they use English every day, and even they can speak in Indonesian fluently, and this is terrible. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to deliver my argument about why we disagree with the motion. My first argument is is make students it makes students forget their own language. So this is terrible because when students forget their own language, it it can make students, yeah, so he don't love their country, because when they forget their own language, it can make them harder to know the subject that use Indonesian, like Indonesian subject, or in Indonesia we also use Indonesia in every subject. And my second argument is make students know the culture of Asia. So the culture of their country. So actually, in our country, there are already many people that don't know the original culture of Indonesia. So many people that follow the Korea culture or the American culture, and it make Indonesian culture forgotten. And the example is we made kebaya, but Korean version is not Indonesia. It's not the original that Indonesian have. Even Indonesia have the mm, very beautiful kebaya than Korean kebaya. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to remind you about my point. So, we all know that our culture slowly can be replaced by another country culture, because in our country there are many people from another country came here, and they bring their culture here and make Indonesian people start following their culture, and it's terrible and it's not good for our country and our culture. So, ladies and gentlemen, by closing my argument, me as the first speaker from our opponent team disagree with the motion, because this the program will give a negative impact for students and for us and for our country. And ladies and gentlemen, the House believes that with this you can win the debate. Thank you.
You spent 6 minutes, 22 seconds. Ah, very good. Nice. So the time management is better because you could finish your argument on the latest minute, yeah, but that's perfect. Do not touch the 7 minutes, yeah. Okay. All right, so I want to discuss, evaluate your argument as the government team first. On the government team, you forgot define the motion itself. Okay, now I'll explain you how to define the motion. Yeah, first you have to understand where is this motion stand. Okay, the motion stands. It's like this house would support all students. This house would support all students must speak English at school. Yeah, must speak English at school. Now, it is still unclear. Why it's still unclear? Because there's no requirements and there's no the additional information about term and condition. Yeah, term and condition. So if you want to divide the motion, you have to understand term and the condition. Why we need to use term and condition? Because we can see clearly about the term or about the condition. What is the suitable condition to implement this motion? Yeah, for example, this motion is very unclear. Yeah, so let's make it more clear. Okay, we can say why. Yeah, we need to support all students to speak English at school. Yeah, it's like a term. Yeah, and what about the condition? In the motion, there's no specific condition. Yeah, all students must speak English at school. Yeah, now it is still unclear because there's no condition. So let's make the condition first. We can make, yes, we can support all students must speak English at school only. Yeah, we can add the condition. Only for the last grade, for example, at the school, for example, on the senior high school, only for the last grade. It means only for the kelas 3 ya? Ya kan? Iya. Nah, it could be the additional condition. Or we can make, it could be a limitation ya. We can make, for example, this one. This house would support all students must speak English at school only on English subject. Yeah, like you have told on the opposition team. Yeah, only on the English subject. So all students must speak English at school only on an English subject. Yeah, or we can say, who support all students must speak English. For example, the principal. Yeah, so we can say the principal make a regulation to all students to speak English at school, must speak English at school only on specific day. For example, only on a Tuesday. Yeah, or we can say this motion, the definition of this motion is this house would support all students must speak English at school to prepare all students to join on, for example, student exchange. And so it means for all students who want to join the student exchange, so the principal make this regulation to support all students who want to join on the student exchange to speak English. Yeah, so that will be the condition. Now, without condition, the definition is still unclear. Yeah, okay, so the debate is not deep because whether you as the government team or the opposition team do not know where to go because there's no border. Yeah, now that's the important of giving the definition. So set the definition, make it as clear as possible. How to make it? We can add the term and the condition. Yeah, why the principal must support all students to speak English? Because this school wants to achieve one program of the student exchange. So they need to prepare all students who want to join on student exchange to speak English or to improve their speaking proficiency or their speaking skill. So the principal make this regulation. Yeah, so not all students, not all students from the first grade to the third grade. However, only for all students who want to join on specific program. Yeah, or for some people or for some students who want to join on the English debate. Nah, seperti itu. That's the definition. So setelah definition, baru keluarlah limitasinya. Limitasinya apa? Ya, limitasinya hampir-hampir sama dengan definisi sebenarnya. So, kalau untuk mensupport students yang mau join students exchange program, misalnya, ya berarti tidak semua, gitu ya. Nah, only for selected students. Gitu. Nah, tadi limitasi sudah ada di government team, yaitu only for students who live in the big cities. Ya. Nah, tapi belum diribat atau belum di apa ya? Belum di respon di opposition team dengan limitasi yang students who live in the big cities, gitu ya. Itu belum direspon sama government, sama opposition team. Oke. Terus goalnya make students easier to learn English or to help students to have a better understanding ya while learning English. Nah, ini sudah bagus. Yang kedua, goalsnya students can study abroad. Nah, ini sebenarnya apa ya, bisa dibilang rapih dari pertama you deliver the story, the real story happened at your school, and then you take the problem from the status quo, and then you design the limitation because your school is located in a big city, so you design the limitation where you live at, and then you try to you have tried mentioning the goals. Now, however, there is one thing you can add. Yeah, it is mechanism, the solution, the mechanism itself. Now, you can emphasize the mechanism like explaining how is this program goes on, who made this program, for who, yeah, and then how they implement this program. For example, this house would support all students must speak English at school. So it's still unclear about the activity. How does the activity look like? Ya kan? Activity-nya kayak gimana ya? Gimana cara sekolah support all students must speak English at school? Gimana caranya ya? Melalui program apa? Nah, ini belum dibahas sama sekali. Ya. Nah, tadi ada juga argumentasi yang students can study abroad, giving a chance or giving an opportunity for students who want to study abroad. Yeah, like they need the preparation to have the English test proficiency like TOEFL or IELTS. Yeah, so by speaking English at school daily, they can have more time to learn English, to practice English, to use English ya on their activity. Nah, ini example yang apa ya, yang make sense ya. Examplesnya benar dan kuat. Iya ya, harus dibiasakan setiap hari ngomong bahasa Inggris supaya ketika dia tes dia udah ready. Kalau tes kan nggak mungkin sehari 2 hari belajar, ya kan? Ini it's a good point. Nah, itu dari government team ya, dari opposition team sekarang. Menarik nih dari opposition team. Ribetnya tadi, no, we cannot support all students must speak English at school gitu. Kenapa? Di argumen government tadi bilangnya students can understand less English lesson gitu ya. Makanya menggunakan bahasa Inggris gitu kan ngomongnya di sekolah. Tapi you rebut with a very logic argument like at school the whole students are not delivering in English, right? Yeah. Only English subject is using English language. Yeah. How about the others subjects? They don't use English. They use bahasa instead. Ya. Nah, iya ya. Saya baru mikir ya juga ya. Kan cuma satu doang subjek bahasa Inggris ya. Kenapa harus disuruh semuanya? Semua apa siswa harus ngomong bahasa Inggris kan? Dan kenapa harus pakai bahasa Inggris semuanya orang yang dipelajarin juga bahasa Indonesia gitu ya. Nah, ditambah lagi harusnya ini ide aja ya, ide saya harusnya ditambah lagi gini. Kalau anaknya disuruh pakai bahasa Inggris, kalau murid-muridnya disuruh bahasa Inggris, kita harus bertanya, kita harus menanyakan bagaimana kualitas gurunya. Apakah semua guru yang ngajar semua mata pelajaran bisa ngomong bahasa Inggris? Nah, gitu kan? Gimana siswa ngomongnya pakai bahasa Inggris? Toh, belajarnya aja masih pakai bahasa Indonesia, gurunya menerangkannya. Ya kan nggak match dong. Ya kan? Nah, terus gini, terus harus dilihat lagi, terus siapa yang mau mengawasi? Oke, kalau peraturannya udah dibikin, harus speak English ya at school gitu. Gimana monitoringnya? Gimana evaluasinya? Walaupun regulasinya sudah dibikin, tapi ternyata di lapangan masih banyak yang belum menggunakan bahasa Inggris di satu hari tertentu. Tapi mereka fine-fine aja kok. Mereka masih bisa ngomong bahasa Indonesia, gitu ya. Nah, jadi dilihat lagi. Kalau misalnya dapat argumentasi seperti itu, ribetnya gini. Kita lihat lagi di status quo. Benar nggak terjadi seperti itu? Benar nggak si siswa-siswa itu ngomong pakai bahasa Inggris? Ya kan? Tapi kalau untuk ribetnya, enggak tuh. Regulasi sudah dibuat. Ya, tapi pada kenyataannya di kelas di hari Selasa kita masih ngomong bahasa Indonesia di dalam kelas dan no one noticed. Ya, no teacher noticed that the students are still using bahasa at class, gitu ya. And how is the evaluation? How is the monitoring? Yeah, there's one who analyze and monitor students who speak or not, who could speak or who couldn't speak English at school gitu ya. Terus, nah ini juga ada menarik nih. English is the second language. English is not a second language in Indonesia. Yang second language di Indonesia itu bahasa Indonesia. Tapi kalau Quinza deliver ini ke teman-teman SMP lainnya, mereka akan shock. Oh iya ya, bahasa Inggris kan bukan bahasa Inggris kan bukan bahasa aslinya mereka gitu. Tapi just for your information, Indonesia, the mother tongue, ya, the first language in Indonesia is your mother tongue. Beda-beda sesuai. Kalau Quinsa sama mami papi misalnya di rumah, misalnya Quinsa orang apa, Jawa gitu, iya, first language-nya bahasa yang dipakai di rumahnya mungkin bahasa Jawa gitu ya. Nanti ada orang dari Padang, mereka menggunakan bahasa Padang di kesehariannya di rumahnya, ya first language mereka ya bahasa Padang gitu. Tapi kalau second language di Indonesia, for the second language is bahasa. Why? Because bahasa is the language who is used at the formal situation or the formal institution, or like at school, at the office, yeah, at the public places. We are using bahasa. So the second language in Indonesia is bahasa Indonesia. What about the English? English is foreign language, bahasa asing. Yeah, English is foreign language, like a Korean, like a Japan language, gitu ya. Nah, tapi ini cukup bisa membuat lawan Queen ngerasa, oh iya ya, iya juga ya, dia kan bahasa Inggris kan bukan bahasa bahasa keseharian gitu ya. Nah, terus Queen juga punya ide nih, tadi udah bikin statement, Inggris kan bukan bahasa first language ya, Inggris itu second language. Kalau dia ngomong bahasa Inggris, loh, mereka akan kesusahan untuk belajar English gitu. Make difficult to students to speak English ya. Ya juga, siswa-siswa pasti bakalan kesusahan lah ngomong bahasa Inggris, orang bahasa Inggrisnya aja bukan first language gitu, gitu ya. Yang selanjutnya, ini yang lebih ekstrim, membuat siswa-siswa melupakan bahasa Indonesia gitu. Menurut Queen, dari perspektif Queen ya, dari perspektif Queen yang bukan, yang di netral ya, yang bukan government sama yang bukan opposition team gitu. Do you agree with this statement, with this argument? Students can forget their own language if they use English at school. Do you agree?
Enggak sih. Karena kalau di sekolah juga nggak pasti 100% pakai bahasa Inggris. Karena
Oke.
itu nggak pakai bahasa Inggris di sekolah sebenarnya.
Oke, nah ini menarik nih. Eh, Queen merasa, enggak juga nih, ya kan? So you feel actually you think in contrary, yeah, from your statement, from your argument, but you can make this argument like a valid and like a logic statement to against the government's government's argument. But this is the most important thing that we as debater feel. Yeah, sometimes our argument are in the contrary, like what I feel, like what I think, like what I do. But in order to against the opponent team's argument, we need to make it as logic as possible. Ya, tapi menurut saya ini bisa diterima. Kenapa? Iya juga, kalau dia kebanyakan ngomong bahasa Inggris di kelas, mereka akan melupakan bahasa mereka. Kenapa? Queen tadi udah memberikan contohnya. Sekarang ya di kenyataannya ya, banyak orang yang menggunakan bahasa Inggris gitu kan, antara orang tua dan anaknya, mereka menggunakan bahasa Inggris. lalu mereka lebih familiar dengan budaya Western, like contoh makan burger aja sudah menjadi kebiasaan, padahal kan burger itu dari Western. Itu benar, itu additional point. Lalu contoh lagi culture Korea sekarang, mereka udah suka culture Korea. Mereka nggak suka lagi tuh yang namanya menggunakan kebaya, tapi mereka lebih lebih suka sama yang berbau-bau budaya dari luar, contohnya Korea atau dari US gitu ya. Ini bisa mensupport. Kenapa? Kenapa ini bisa mensupport? Karena iya itu terjadi di status quo, ya kan? Gitu aja. Jadi how to against the opponent's argument by take a look at taking a look at to the status quo happen nih. Kenyataannya gimana nih? Gitu. Sekarang nih. Oh, banyak kok yang di rumahnya aja ngomongnya pakai bahasa Inggris. Berarti ngomong pakai bahasa Inggris di sekolah. Karena di sekolah disuruh ngomong pakai bahasa Inggris, makanya dia belajar di rumah pakai ngomong bahasa Inggris. Akhirnya apa? Ya, mereka mengadopsi culture budaya dari luar, mereka sedikit banyak mereka lupa akan kebudayaan Indonesia gitu. Nah, itu menarik sih. Tadi Queen bilang, our culture can be slowly replaced by Western culture. Nah, iya banget. Ya kan? Contohnya dari apa? Suka dengan lagu-lagu dari apa? Lagu-lagu yang berbahasa asing, akhirnya mereka suka dengan apa? Koreografinya gitu kan, dan akhirnya mereka suka dengan pakaiannya gitu ya. Kayak gitu. Dan suka nonton film-filmnya, di film itu banyak ada value dari budaya-budaya negara luar gitu ya. Nah, ini sangat bisa mempengaruhi gitu. Berarti yang saya lihat so far Queen sudah bisa mencari example yang real dari status quo. Untuk apa? Demi meribat argumen dari government team gitu ya. Nah, jadi ya memang seperti itu. Ya, jadi kalau untuk opposition team, we have to think swiftly. Harus cepat banget gitu. Ketika ada orang bilang, ini kan bisa menambah pemahaman ketika mereka belajar bahasa Inggris dengan mudah. Nah, Queen langsung ribet. Lah, emangnya yang dipelajarin di sekolah semuanya pakai bahasa Inggris? Enggak. Semua pelajarannya emang pelajaran bahasa Inggris semua? Enggak. Banyak pelajaran subjek lainnya bagaimana? Itu sudah bisa direspon dengan tepat. Lalu study abroad. Nah, tadi itu. Untuk mereka bisa study abroad kan mereka harus take English test proficiency ya. Seperti TOEFL dan IELTS. Belajar sekali kan nggak bisa, makanya tuh harus melatih bahasa Inggrisnya jauh sebelum mereka take a test gitu kan. Nah, terus diribet lagi sama Queen. Tapi kan not all universities menggunakan bahasa Inggris. Contohnya di Egypt gitu, di Mesir. Mereka menggunakan bahasa Arab. Oh iya juga, berarti bahasa Arab harus di apa dimasukin gitu di sekolah gitu. Oh iya juga ya gitu. Nah, hal-hal yang begini nih untuk cara berpikir untuk opposition team itu harus spesifik. Kenapa? Karena kan kita mengcounternya harus menggunakan reason ya. The reason must be logic and also we enforce our reason by giving the example, the real example, ya kan? Gitu. Di apa ya? Tapi apa iya untuk di Egypt nggak perlu TOEFL? Nah, nanti ada lagi nih pertanyaan dari second speaker yang di government. Ya, padahal kan kalau kita mau study abroad kemanapun itu TOEFL sebagai syarat penting gitu kan. Nah, belum ada lawannya aja nih Quinza. Oke, nanti Queen cari lawan, tapi cara berpikir untuk si opposition teamnya itu ya harus seperti itu ya, harus kita lihat lagi dari status quo, kita ambil example dari apa yang terjadi, yang real terjadi, kayak gitu. Tadi apa satu lagi saya mau komentari apa ya? Udah sih, not all universities udah, ini udah, udah, oke, udah sih dari untuk opposition teamnya. Untuk Quinsa, ada yang menurut Quinsa kelupaan atau kurang yang belum Queen sampaikan pada saat tadi delivering the argument?
Kalau di opposition team kayaknya kelupaan solution yang pasti status quo
Ah,
sama
itu.
goals.
Mekanismenya belum clear. Ini bentuknya kayak gimana ya? Ini harus di support students must speak English at school. Ya, kegiatannya belum ada. Oke, berarti di argumentasi belum ada definisi ya. Lalu belum ada mekanisme. Kenapa? Karena mekanisme kan baru saya ajarin kemarin ya. Oke, terus apa lagi?
Goalsnya juga belum ada, Miss.
Goals udah tadi.
Yang di opposition team.
Government team. Government team udah. Kalau di opposition team tadi masih belum. Nah, opposition team tadi yang belumnya adalah divine. Queen tadi belum meredefine the motion. Sebenarnya sebenarnya tadi kan Queen hasn't defined yet the motion. Nah, sebenarnya untuk as the opposition team, you can against the government team, like the government team haven't defined the motion in a clear situation or in a clear point of view. So let me redefine the motion. Nah, gimana cara nge-redefine-nya tadi? Gimana Queen? Tadi udah kita bahas.
Cara nge-redefine the motion-nya itu cari untuk siapa, terus siapa yang buat, terus siapa yang bakal menggunakan.
Oke. Jadi oke, itu betul betul betul. Tapi itu lebih ke apa ya, actor, siapa yang ngebuat principle ya kan. Nah, kita bisa mendefine dari situ. Terus digunakan untuk dibuat untuk siapa yang menggunakan? Oh, untuk students. Ya. Nah, dari kita lihat dari aktornya baru kita bisa mendefine. Jadi define-nya itu jadi seperti ini. Lihat term and condition. Ini kan belum jelas nih. Kapan mensupport all students must speak English at school? Kapan mensupportnya? Ya, apakah di awal sekolah tahun ajaran baru? Apakah di awal grade kelas 1? Atau apakah di kelas 2? Atau apakah di kelas 3? Ya, itu kan belum jelas. Nah, define lah di situ. Gitu ya. Hanya untuk apa nih? Hanya untuk tingkat akhir misalnya gitu. Kenapa harus untuk tingkat akhir? Nah, dijelasin. Ya. Nah, terus support all students must speak English. All students. Siapa sih all students ini? Belum di-define tuh. Ya kan? All students-nya belum di-define. All students siapa? Semua siswa di tingkat 1, di kelas 1, di tahun ajaran baru. Atau semua siswa, yaitu di tahun ajaran baru untuk kelas 1, tingkat kelas 1 untuk tingkat kelas 2, atau untuk tingkat semua dari kelas 1, 2, dan 3. Itu kan belum jelas. Atau all students yang hanya untuk tahun ajaran baru di tingkat terakhir, hanya di tingkat ketiga aja, di kelas 3 aja. Nah, itu kan belum di-define. Ya, nah, terus tadi benar kata Queen, siapa yang membuat siapa yang membuat regulasi ini? Principle. Oke. Nah, si principle ini membuat regulasi ini sebenarnya untuk achieve apa sih? Tadi untuk government team sudah disebutkan, ya kan? Untuk to help students to learn English easier, ya kan? Or to understand English subject easier. Lalu to open the opportunity for students to take a study abroad gitu ya. Nah, itu benar. Nah, terus must speak English at school. When? The whole days, ya, from Monday to Friday or only a specific day. Nah, itu belum clear. Berarti belum ada term and condition. Belum ada. Oke, nah jadi I'm very glad to know you can see the motion in deep point of view. Yeah, because you have already mentioned who made the regulation, yeah, who support all students must speak English, yeah, and then you have already mentioned how is the activity or how is the state, how is the steps, yeah, if the principal make a regulation for students to speak English at school, ya. Lalu Queen juga tadi, you have already mentioned the whole students, this regulation made for students ya. Nah, students yang mana nih kan belum jelas nih. Nah, jadi so far, so I can see that you have already understood how to see the definition or how to define the definition. Yeah. Okay. Any question?
No, Miss. Thank you.
No. If you have no questions, so apa ya? This is the last meeting on an English speaking debate online class, gitu ya. So I want to ask your feedback or I want to ask your apa ya? Review, gitu ya. How is this class goes on, then what do you take from this class, and apa sih yang membuat Queen ini selalu join di kelas English speaking debate ya, speaking English for debate gitu. Apa sih?
Kenapa Queen selalu ikut? Karena emang dari dulu Queen tuh pengen banget join buat kayak MUN atau kayak buat debate, tapi belum tahu gimana cara belajarnya kalau cuman ngelihat orang ngedebate doang kan kayak nggak tahu strukturnya. Terus semenjak Papa bilang ada kelas sama Miss Jodis, aku itu jadi lebih tahu gimana caranya bikin argumen kayak Arel. Terus ternyata tuh kita harus nggak ngasih tahu juga apa yang happening sekarang kayak buat status quo. Terus kita harus ngasih solusinya juga, sama kita harus ngasih goals-nya kita ini gimana. Terus habis itu kita juga harus bisa buat ngeribat orang dengan cara-cara yang baik gitu. Jadi nggak nggak pakai emosi gitu. Soalnya kan kadang kan kalau ngelihat orang lagi debat tuh emosinya kan kadang suka kecampur. Ada yang emosian, ada yang enggak. Terus kadang kalau ngeliat orang ngedebat tuh kan kayak oh gitu. Jadi bingung. Tapi sekarang jadi kayak udah lebih paham gitu. Terus fun juga, apalagi kalau saya buat PR jadi itu menarik buat nyari-nyari kayak apa aja sih dampak-dampak ini, terus definisinya itu apa aja. Jadi eh kayak slowly bisa lebih nambah pengetahuan juga, dan
At
yang
least
pasti
you did a research ya.
ya, dan
Nah,
yang pasti kelasnya itu seru banget. Jadi walaupun kelas itu nggak kerasa banget kayak 1 jam, kayak baru pencet link tiba-tiba udah keluar aja gitu.
gitu ya. Harusnya ditambah ya jadi 3 jam ya. Wah. Sebenarnya kalau debate itu emang suka bikin lupa waktu gitu. Kayak gitu. Apalagi kalau offline gitu ya,
Iya, iya.
suka lupa waktu dan lebih seru kalau misalnya kita face to face ya with the rival gitu ya, with the instructor gitu. Oke, apa lagi tuh Queen?
Sebenarnya kalau debate itu seru ya karena aku itu suka aja gitu. Padahal aku kata orang-orang, ih susah ngapain sih gitu-gitu kan. Soalnya Kunzu juga pernah. Kan Kunzu waktu itu mau nyalin jadi ketua OSIS. Tapi debatnya itu kayak Q&A. Jadi Kunzu kan, oh cuma Q&A doang. Tapi ternyata pas Kunzu ngeliat lagi, enggak itu bukan cuma Q&A. Jadi kita harus ngasih tahu kita sebagai tim pro itu gimana, sebagai tim kontra itu gimana.
Oh
Gitu
gitu.
sih.
Jadi di sekolah sudah ada kegiatan debate ya, Queen?
Ada, tapi cuman buat kayak yang nyalon jadi ketua OSIS doang, dan itu tuh cuma kayak Q&A gitu, Miss. Jadi misalnya
Iya, iya, iya.
dikasih gimana caranya kamu ngatasin siswa yang gimana. Terus nanti tiba-tiba ada yang bilang, "Oh gitu sih, bukan gitu." Gitu. Jadi kuisnya tuh ya, kok nggak sopan.
Oh iya, benar ya. Nah, lebih tertantang lagi kalau misalnya udah join ke debate championship gitu ya.
Iya.
Atmosfernya, adrenalinnya, nah itu udah lebih berasa lagi. Kadang-kadang ya Queen, untuk cash bill kan diberi waktu 15 menit ya. Dari motion launch itu di hall itu, kita kan we have to go to the different chamber gitu kan. Nah, eh, jalannya itu kadang-kadang udah 15 menit tuh. Dari hall ke chamber itu udah 15 menit. So, kita cash bill itu sambil jalan, Queen. Ya kan, sambil jalan, sambil cash bill. Nah, yang penting adalah cara berpikir kita sih sebenarnya ya. Yang paling penting, apapun motionnya, kalau kita udah tahu cara berpikirnya, kita bisa set up the argument sebenarnya. Lah, contohnya gini, motion. Motionnya dikasih motion A misalnya. Kita lihat lagi. Ini A sepertinya belum jelas nih, gitu kan. Kita harus cari term and conditionnya. Terus kita lihat siapa nih. Motion ini siapa sebenarnya yang bisa membuat motion ini, yang punya authority untuk membuat regulasi ini siapa. Kita bisa berpikir, oh siapa? Oh mungkin principal atau oh mungkin government, oh mungkin presiden, oh mungkin police atau apapun itu, gitu ya, oh mungkin parents gitu. Nah dari situ baru kita bisa elaborasi. Sudah ada limit definisinya. Oh berarti kalau di definisi harus ada limitasinya juga nih, ya kan? Nah sebenarnya the way we think itu yang bisa ngebangun kita untuk lebih ready ketika kita dapat motion apapun ya mau motion tentang sosial mau motion tentang politik mau motion tentang ekonomi atau entertainment itu bisa karena kita udah paham caranya melihat debate itu udah paham gitu ya wow. Saya melihat Queen sudah jauh banget berbeda ya dari yang 37 detik menjadi 6 menit 22 menit 26 menit 22 detik gitu ya dan kemarin sempat 7 menit ya Queen 7 menit tadi kalau nggak saya gini-gini terus aja si Queen nggak berhenti-berhenti ngomongnya ya itu ya lagi-lagi 7 menit itu udah stop harus sudah thank you ya harus sudah closing the statement like we opposed the opponent team or we opposed the argument or we opposed the debate we opposed the motion ya gitu. Itu harus sudah clear. So far kita romantis banget ya di on the last meeting finally sama Ping Ping gitu. Ada apa ini? Mungkin kita berjodoh, Queen ya. Kalau tidak berjodoh, mungkin we wear a different color gitu ya. Oke, coba saya ya, sebentar. Kayaknya bisa nih foto dari Instagram ya. Memori saya penuh. Saya mau foto dulu dari Instagram. Coba. Nah, coba pin. Oke, ayo Pin. Nanti tolong di add saya ya.
Iya, Miss.
Oke, yuk. Satu, dua, tiga. Hey, Queen. Keren. Oke, nice. Thank you, Queen. Ini saya save dulu. Oke. Ah, ini kan nanti akan saya prepare semua materinya, saya masukin ke LMS Get Class. Ya, jadi nanti Queen bisa lihat lagi tuh video-videonya. Bukan video ini ya, maksudnya video materinya. Nanti Queen bisa lihat lagi, Queen bisa belajar lagi sendiri sampai kapanpun itu bisa diakses gitu. Jadi nanti saya akan siapin materinya, saya upload di LMS-nya, akunnya Queen. Gitu. Oke, aduh saya sedih deh. Ini hari terakhir. Queen, do you want to say something?
Oh my God, thank you so much, Miss. Jadi sudah sabar banget ngadepin Quinza yang kadang suka, pasti Miss kesel banget ngeliat grammar saya karena emang saya tuh paling kurang di grammar, Miss.
Begitu ya.
Paling bingung kalau saya udah mengenai grammar. Waduh, bingung banget.
Oke. Emang
Eh,
biasanya seperti itu, Queen. Kalau yang lebih suka untuk speaking, mereka punya kelemahan di grammar. Kenapa? Karena yang difokusin sama orang yang lebih cenderung speaking itu adalah poin, apa sih, message-nya gitu. Tapi
ya,
kalau orang yang suka nulis, nah kalau orang yang suka nulis, biasanya grammarnya eh, apa ya, apa sih, teliti gitu ya, grammarnya teliti. Tapi kalau yang speaking, kadang grammarnya juga banyak yang masih perlu diimprove. Tapi ingat lagi ya, untuk debate, no one no one notice for your grammar mistakes. They don't care about the grammar mistakes as long as the point could be understood by the AJ or the speaker. Hi, Chorus. Nice to meet you. Oke. Untuk Chorus, mungkin kita ketemu di Selasa atau Jumat ya?
Jumat deh, Miss, kayaknya.
Jumat ya, oke deh. Sip untuk di Jumat. Ah, untuk Chorus, nanti kita akan storytelling lagi ya, Chorus ya. Nah, untuk Quinsa, kemarin kemarin papanya Quinsa WA saya nanyain kelas listening dan grammar gitu. Katanya Queen Queen semalam curhat, Queen lemah di listening sama grammar gitu. Oh iya benar, ternyata Queen ngaku sendiri ya ada masalah di grammar. Gak apa-apa, nggak masalah Queen. Grammar itu nanti akan berjalan sendirinya, kan masih masih ini ya, masih ada SMA, tapi belajarnya dari sekarang. Untuk listening, eh iya, sebenarnya kayaknya Quinsa juga udah tahu gimana cara improve the listening skill ya, by watching TED video ya, apalagi conversation kayak gitu. Apalagi ya, sepertinya saya tidak mau mengakhiri kelas dengan Quinsa.
Ya, saya juga, Miss, gak mau.
Iya ya, tapi kita sudah hampir jam 9:30 nih. Oke, kalau begitu saya juga mau bilang terima kasih telah join ke kelas saya Speaking English for Debate. Semoga bermanfaat ya, semoga bisa digunakan semua materi, strategi, terus cara-cara yang sudah kita diskusikan selama ini di 8 kali pertemuan. Kayaknya Quinsa punya kelas juga dengan Kak Agung ya.
Iya, Miss.
Nah, dengan Kak Agung, Quinsa bisa rival-rivalan aja tuh ya. Tunjukkan kalau Quinsa sudah uh, sudah bertapa di Goa Hiro gitu ya selama sebulan gitu. Kak Agung itu adik kelas saya. Eh, dia itu tadinya belum pernah ikut English competition, English debate competition sama sekali. Lalu satu waktu saya itu eh, nggak punya partner satu tim untuk apa ya, untuk mencari satu tim gitu. Tapi saya ngelihat siapa lagi ya, oh udah deh, langsung saya tarik ke Agung. Terus dulu kita pernah apa lomba bareng di UIN gitu. Tanpa ada coach sama sekali, modal nekat, datanglah kita bertiga dulu, satu lagi sama teman saya, ke UIN, Syarif Hidayatullah gitu, untuk ikut lomba gitu. Yang tanpa ada persiapan, nggak ada yang ngajarin Queen, kita nggak tahu harus ngomong apa, tapi ya sudah. Nah dari situ, oh ternyata enak ya debatnya. Nah kita bikin satu apa ya, satu perkumpulan gitu ya, satu English club lah bareng. Kita belajar bareng, kita cari riset bareng gitu. Jadi dia punya apa, Kak Agung ini punya apa, punya interest yang dalam untuk dunia perdebatan gitu ya. Gitu. Jadi Agung itu eh, apa, junior saya, tapi orangnya asik, dia mau diajak susah, dia mau diajak apa, diajak bertarung di debate competition gitu. Jadi silakan dirasakan kelas dengan Kak Agung ya. Debater dia, debater. Gitu, salam juga untuk Cory. See you on the Friday night gitu. Dan terima kasih Quinza sudah join di kelas saya. Have a nice day. I'll be missing you. Oke, kita lihat apakah kita akan bertemu lagi atau kita berjodoh lagi on the other class ya. Who knows gitu ya. Siapa tahu. Oke, we will discuss later on. Oke, see you.
Okay, Miss. See you. Thank you
Bye.
so much.
My pleasure. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Goodbye, Miss.
Bye.
Oh my God, I'm sad.
Gini. Saya screen. Oke, mana? Oke. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
See you.
Oke, nice. Bye. Saya
Bye,
izin
Miss.
ya.
Thank you. Yeah.
Salam.